Hello, welcome back traders. This episode is for the Euro US dollar, which we did not get to finish on our monthly forex forecast. So the Euro US dollar monthly lookout, this video is going to represent the Euro US dollar. And since you follow me up on this particular episode, we do this daily forex review and look out both the quality monthly and weekly, and this particular episode is going to represent the monthly lookout for euro us dollar. And if this is your first time stumbling on this page, please subscribe, turn on the notification button, share the video, and give us a comment of what you had like. If you had any questions, and I'll be glad to give you a response. So yeah, let's dive into the chart. I'm going to be slow on this since it's going to be only euro. Now we have seen this is the monthly contract for euro us dollar. The market has been rallying higher from this particular candle low all the way up here before we see another run above it that closed below, so indicating a weakness in the pound, which is the euro. There is a current weakness in the euro US dollar price delivery. Now, the weakness is not bearish completely. It is only a higher time frame retracement, right, into into a key level, or into discount, if you want to really say. We see that there is a pull from this low to this high. There is a rally higher that creates a fair value gap and order block. And what do we see? Market being on an accumulation. There's been a much higher time frame accumulation, and price offset, manipulate, takes all the low liquidity below here, and what deliver higher for this buy side liquidity. This is the same thing we see on a lower time frame. This is it on a higher time frame. What are your setup that you look for, right? On every New York session setup. Look at this, is it exactly on a monthly time frame, right? Now we have seen this manipulation. Now, if you consider this manipulation to be London session, right? Now, what do we know about New York? If London manipulate and go higher, New York will retrace for the continuation. But don't take that context too much, right? Too much. Don't take it too much, because we are dealing with higher time frame, and higher time frame is more stronger than those lower time frame, right? That we can easily expect something to occur. But this is just the main narrative, right? That price has rallied higher, and our 50% is below this internal range liquidity. So what I'm anticipating is that if price is going to come lower, then our highest low should be here, which is this internal range liquidity, and the market should to sweep it. That is, as soon as the market sweep it, there should be a reversal or a rejection higher, just like this turtle soup that was here, or liquidity. The market turtle soup it, reject and come lower, then close below. So same thing if the market gets in here anytime. So but we are not really interested in that long time perspective, right? So which is more likely to happen towards next year or so. We don't know yet, but yeah, next year, maybe early next year or late December period, price might get here. But now, this is what are we anticipating for October contract, right? The September market has closed, just closed today, and we've seen a rejection and price close below the high of this candle. Which, if we close above, which might give us a sense of what continuation in price, but we close below it, and again the candle has a bullish close. Look at it very well. It look like a pin bar or pin hammer, whatever they call it, but no, I don't see it like that. So we have a what I would rather call it is a week above candle. Now a week above candle indicate lower prices, while a week below candle indicate higher prices. Now we see a week above candle lower prices. To confirm more, we see a reject a close below, not a close above candle. So there is the market close below, which is indicating weakness in the euro US dollar. And again, right, we have a large wick. And what did I see? How do I explain that we treat our large wick like this? If we are going to treat our large wick, we are going to take the 50%. Now if you look at the 50%, is this 0.5, which is the midpoint of that fair value gap, which is exactly at the our external range liquidity turtle soup plus turtle soup. And now what are we anticipating? Every candle usually have a wick and a wick above and a wick below. If we are going to have any form of smaller big wick above, we should see price, which is next week price above this particular line. So let me make it thick. Yeah, price above here, which is not a 50% but 25%. That is the difference between this low and this 50%. So which is the 25%. That price can retrace into this 25% before going lower. Now we know that every higher time frame candle like this, especially the daily, the monthly candle, they usually sweep liquidity. And to sweep liquidity indicating either any previous week high. Now since we are anticipating for bearishness, we want to anticipate for previous week high swept, or any daily swing high taken, or any 4 hourly what optimum key levels, or swing high and swing low. Now those levels, if they are taken, will help us see price move lower energetically. So on that note, we are going to look at what we anticipate for this continuation on the especially on the monthly time frame until this week candle closes, which we are going to do our weekly review. But now we are doing a monthly because today monthly just closed and we are having opening a new month. And don't forget, this week is NFP week. Trade with a very caution, right? Trade with very caution. The market wanted to treat me bad today, but thank God I was trading with extremely consciousness. All right, so please do engage with your chart with extreme what concentration and consciousness. So what I'm anticipating for now is price to continue to come lower and remain within this range ahead of NFP. And if we are going to take any previous week high, if we are going to sweep a previous week high, it will be probably this week. If this week candle closes, then the next week should seek for this particular week candle and use the to soup it to go for the monthly perspective. Alhamdulillah. To the monthly perspective, which is a delivery of price lower towards the higher time frame institutional order flow. Now on a daily time frame, what do we see on a daily time frame? Now on a daily time frame, we have a daily range, right? Because I have to explain this euro US dollar so that we can get the point for our next tomorrow bias. But I am going to read what I have on my journal here on the daily bias. I cannot read the monthly because it's very much, but yeah, the daily will help us very well. So I'm going to read and I'll explain. The euro US dollar daily contract has rally higher into the daily range 50%, indicating equilibrium price, and also reaching for the daily inversion fair value gap plus order block as call out yesterday. or anticipated. What I mean is that on this range, if you look at this range high and this range low, price has reached the equilibrium point, and also we rally price rally higher, test on this order block, reject, and also the inefficiency, which is the fair value gap, and reject, just like we anticipated yesterday. I told you guys that I'm looking for price to seek for this particular high. So, and what did you see? Price seek for that high. If you are in my Telegram community, you could have seen the nice trade we take today, right? Even though it did later turn out to be coming higher, after then we've already taken a partial and taken some trade off, right? So this is exactly what I am trying to explain. Now the Tuesday 30th September 2025 candle, which is today candle that just closed, contract deliver as an up close candle that reached above previous day high and form a daily bullish fair value gap, and also have inside a close inside yesterday candle range, indicating a rejection in price. What I'm trying to say is that, just like I've explained on the monthly, the body of the candle closed below previous, which is we didn't have a close above, so we closed below, which is also indicating more lower prices. And again, if you look very attentively in this chart, you will see that there is a smaller fair value gap here. Now I'm anticipating for price to soup it and use it to go higher, just like I've explained on the video, which is on the month, on the euro, on the sorry the XY, which is the dollar index, and the the just like I've explained about this turtle soup. Now I'm anticipating for price to sweep it and reject if you sweep and start to go higher, but we are not going to do much. Don't forget, tomorrow this week is NFP week. Now what are our key levels? The current prominent key level is the new daily fair value gap formed today, which is the fair value gap I just point out, and the already mentioned daily fair value gap that will lead price lower, which is a counter of the bullish fair value gap. That is, we have a bullish fair value gap we anticipating for price to use to go higher and reach for these levels, but this level we also want to push price lower. So which one will have more strength? It is the one that favor the higher institutional order flow, which is this specific areas and price to lead price lower. And now since we know that, then this uh current candle, if we deliver, we wake up tomorrow that we deliver into this area, then the price is showing us willingness to want to use this area to price higher a little. Then maybe Thursday there is no trade for us that day, but I'm going to do a video anyway. But on Friday we are going to only engage after the NFP, or yeah, after the NFP, because the morning session will be distorted, right? So casting forward, I am anticipating for EU to deliver into the daily fair value gap internal range liquidity turtle soup from today and use it to go higher. Since it is NFP week, it is important not to expect much from price delivery, and if you are going to trade, then do with extreme caution. Now, note that price irregularities note that there is a price irregularities ahead of NFP event. On that note, we might see a continuation price higher, a continued price higher. And if NFP is bearish for EU, then ahead of it, price will continue to range in anticipation. That is, I am just explaining that how if price gets here, Away wants to buy, but also be extremely conscious that price might not really do much. If we are going to be, imagine price is going to get here before going lower, so it is not going to do much except price reach that level, and yes, we see our normal confluence on a lower time frame, then we can anticipate and sell from there. So this is just basically what we have for you, what I have for you on the daily time frame. Then we can go to the lower time frame, which is the 4 hourly time frame. We see that our turtle soup here, and we have our another swing low here, which if price sweep this one, then we should probably continue to sweep this one. Then we are going to look for any PDRA around this price on a lower time frame. But till then, let's look at what price has done. We have a fair value gap here, which I am anticipating for price to rally into, then go lower, something like this. Price take this low, rally into this level, Larry high, then that area will now form the high of next month. So I'm not really anticipating like price must reach this level this week, though it might reach here next week, right, when all fears and dumb money has left the market, right? They have lost their position, right? So this is just the main idea behind what I'm anticipating for on DUXY going on, sorry, on Euro going in next week. Right now, on the if we look at the hourly time frame, now I was telling you guys about a key level that will be below this swing low. Now we have it here, it has not been tapped, that means price has not used it before, which is going to be effective. And now it now structure your ideas of what to actually expect in price, right? Now this leg, I just stop it here, right? This leg is supposed to reach all the way to this level, just like the level we call out on our normal time frame, right? On our hourly time, 4 hourly time frame. So price, we have our fair value gap here, unmitigated fair value gap. Now if price reach into this fair value gap, it should be enough to take us lower and retest on this bullish order block, and also price has shown a really decline from this, especially when we have equal highs here, which is a very important element showing us that price is going to seek for that specific high. So this is basically what I'm looking out for on EU daily, EU long time perspective, and going in tomorrow and next week. So if you find this content helpful, please do subscribe, turn on the notification button, and yeah, thank you so much, and God bless you as you help me in this my journey. See you tomorrow, right?